The Lord gave me this dream. If it is for you, it will resonate with your spirit, and as always, take everything back to the Lord for confirmation and prayer. It looks like it's about that time for another expected visit. You have waited for this moment. You have been hopeful for this moment. Don't let the enemy's tactics to come through the people around you bother you or surprise you. Don't act in haste or anger. Always be patient, knowing that the outcome will always work out for your good. At this point, you should know all the enemy's tricks and tactics. The actions of those around you should no longer surprise you or cause you to change your character or change your temperament. But if it does, act in love. Make sure your actions are to help and not to hinder. Let all that you do be done in love. God sees the good deeds that you do in private, and He will reward you. Man could never reward you enough. Only the reward of God will suffice. Man could never fully appreciate or understand the sacrifice that was made. Only God knows. God has a covenant with you, and He is a covenant-keeping God. You are His signet ring. He has given you authority over all the power of the enemy. He calls you by name. You are His. The very day of your birth, strategically planned. The very bloodline of your birthing, strategically picked. Do you see the bloodline of the lion and the lamb? Do you see how I used the best parts of them to make you? Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you and ordained you a prophet to the nations. Made in my image, made in the image of strength, dominion, and victory. I am with you always, so do not fear. I am your shield. I go before you. I am your rear guard. I protect you from behind. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Do you not see how I've always helped you? Do you not see how help has always been near? Do you see it now? Do you see my hand now? You didn't understand that vision at first, but in due time you will understand all things. Do you realize it was never about where the lion was placed? It was about the fact that it was a lion. The environment can never take away who you are. No matter where you are, remember who you are and what you carry. Remember your God. Remember who is with you. Only God can provide revelation. Only God can provide understanding. Don't seek validation. This world can never understand the Spirit. Seeking validation will only leave you feeling lost. Seeking revelation from this world will only have you confused. Only God can reveal the truth. Only God can reveal the real events that took place, the real character of those around you. God will show you the inner workings of the heart. He will show you the true state of your heart and the true state of those hearts around you. Man judges the outward appearance and judges wrong. God sees the intentions and the motives of the heart. God corrects those He loves in order to build them up. You may be the victim in one story or the villain in the next. Only God knows the true intentions of the heart. For a long time you were blind. So how can you rightly judge the character of others? Can you even see the true character of you? You couldn't even see the betrayal that stood right beside you. So how can you discern the love that stands right beside you? Now that you have been called out of the darkness into the marvelous light, now that you can see, shouldn't your actions change? Shouldn't your response be different? Take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye.